Hey Mick, can you speak real quick? Okay, thank you. Sorry, I should have asked Trey to do that. I wasn't thinking. I was just the only reason I was doing that was to make sure that I could put audio on Discord, but it wouldn't be coming through my ears. So I just set the chat mixer to chat. Yeah, I'm watching out of the corner of my eye. I'm excited to play Brotherhood. It's been a long time.
I don't think anyone ever expects to wake up
Crap
one
is
morning and
my
find
volume
themselves caught in the
low.
middle of a war between two secret
This is
organizations.
too loud.
I know I did. But here I am. On one side are the Templars, better known these days as Abstergo Industries. They're in the business of control. Politics, economics, technology. They won't stop until every single one of us serves them. Literally. Fighting against them are the Assassins, a group dedicated to safeguarding humanity's free will. I was born into the Brotherhood. A couple of weeks ago, the Templars found me. They took me prisoner.
Yeah, it's always hard for me to believe, though, or not to believe, to remember that Assassin's Creed 1 through 3 took place in like a couple months.
Discovering entire
Time
lives
span.
locked deep inside my DNA. First, I revisited
At least
the
one
life
through,
of
or at least
Altair
one through
Ibn
Brotherhood.
an
Or
assassin
not
from the
Brotherhood,
Crusades.
Revelations.
The Templars wanted the location of something known as a piece of
Does
evil,
that ever, like,
an
get
ancient
to you,
artifact
Mick?
capable of bending people to their will. Once the Templars had what they were looking for, they decided my usefulness had come to an end. But Lucy saved me. Lucy, when things were at their worst,
always,
she
like,
revealed herself to be
I
an
always
assassin
forget that
who
Assassin's
escaped.
Creed 1 through
I was hoping that
Revelations
would be
takes
the end
place
of
in
my
like a
misadventures.
couple month time
But
period.
we were just getting started. Back into another enemy.
I always forget that literally Assassin's Creed 1 through Brotherhood takes place within like 4 weeks.
Da Firenze, my ancestor from the Renaissance, searching for a path forward. Through the bleeding effect, I'm becoming an assassin in more than just name. It will come in handy as the Templars prepare to enslave us all. They found us. They've crashed our hideout and we're fleeing the scene looking for a place to hide. Only there isn't, and time is running short.
Ubisoft kind of shot themselves in the foot with Assassin's Creed 2 because they made their protagonists so likable that any of their other protagonists won't live up to them. I don't think we've had a protagonist as good as Ezio since Ezio. I'm sorry, Nick, I just looked over. I don't know why, but whenever I was a kid, I thought Assassin's Creed Brotherhood took place during the days of Jesus Christ. And I will tell you why. It's Tetra Ninja's fault. Do you know why? You remember the part where you had to like save the guy who was doing the play where he was pretending to be crucified like Jesus? Well, Tetra Ninja put that as a picture of him just carrying the guy anyways, and he put part like whatever part it was, save Jesus in all caps.
Diagnostics. I'll get back to you.
And I thought it was Jesus. And I was like, damn, that's him saved Jesus. Then I realized, like, after I got into history, I'm like, wait a minute. That's like 3,400 years apart. Or not 34, that's like 1,400 years later.
What? Who is Desmond?
I don't
Don't
understand.
understand.
I
Please
loved
wait.
Altair's armor, though. I
So many
really miss
questions.
Altair's armor. Did you like Altair's armor? I love how the black and red just looks so sexy to me. I really wish that, like, they would put some sort of actual remaster for Assassin's Creed Ezio Trilogy instead of their so-called remaster. I could definitely tell these were 720p textures that were upscaled. Sorry. Man, I don't know about you, but I hate it when they do that. Whenever they try to just literally just upscale an image that was at a lower resolution, because then it makes the flaws
What can I say?
pull out
You
more.
sent a single man against an entire army. I was worried. Quick,
It's good. It's good if they actually bother to like retexture some of the things. Not all of them, but like the shadows and stuff. You should never run 720p shadows and push it up to 1080. Mostly it's the shadows that's bothering me.
You would not believe the things I have seen, Mario.
Then be sure to stay alive that I might hear of them.
I expect opposition.
And I expect the Borgia to mourn the loss of many lives tonight.
Mario is such a cool character.
Che cosa fate qui? Assassini! God will see you pay for your crimes! You have desecrated the sanctity of this holy place!
You condemn what you do not understand.
We must go, Ezio. Now!
You condemn what you do not understand.
Get what you deserve!
This is the voice of the devil! Turn away from them!
I just friggin' pushed through all those guys.
Did Rodrigo manage to hurt you?
Barely. My armor blunted his attack.
That is terrible.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against the spiritual weakness in high places. Wherefore,
Come on, Mario. Let's kill some mofos.
Be ready to fight. What are you doing? Saving you from the look of things.
Not bad for an old man.
Agreed. You still have some.
Buona questa.
Excellent. Good one. Impressive.
Yes. Oh yeah, some that I've known over the years, but it's just now grasping me how terrible it is. Jerry's timing for deciding to change weapons, or just go into his menus in general, are literally terrible. I know Project Zomboid, he was like, I was watching him play, and I was like, Jerry, are you sure you want to go into the menu before you lock the door behind you? He's like, no, door gets busted down. I remember Destiny back in the day. I used to get so fucking angry at him back on like PS4 whenever we first started playing, because every time he'd get a new gun, he'd be like, okay, Jerry, or not Jerry, Trey. Trey, back whenever me and Jerry, like early PS4 days, back whenever Destiny 1 was still the shit, um, me and Jerry would like play Destiny or whatever, but Jerry had the worst, and I mean the absolute worst timing to like change weapons. Every time he'd get a gun tray, even in the middle of a firefight, he'd be like, cover me, I'm going to check out this new gun. And he wouldn't just switch to it. He would genuinely look at the stats. And I'm like, Jerry, you could look at this after we're not being shot at. He got killed so much, and I got so angry. It'll pause the game. Destiny, however, didn't have a solo option, I don't think. Mario, no! It was terrible. It got annoying quick. I don't know what's causing it to run so bad, though.
This decision is yours alone to make. Only do so
if
quickly.
it's a Windows 11 thing, doesn't that mean you'll have to factory
Give
it?
it to me. You can do with it as you will later.
There's no way to go back. I figured there'd be a workaround. Now this isn't a great option, but I was gonna say this might be a terrible option, but I was gonna say, couldn't you just get like one of those little Wi-Fi adapters? I'm not saying for your house. I'm saying for like class and stuff. Okay, well then here's another question between the ultimatum. Would you rather have Wi-Fi or be able to play video games?
Told of a disaster that occurred long ago, and another
That's not an ultimatum.
Sometime far in the future, Vero. Then we need not worry about it.
See,
Respect.
perhaps our work is finished.
Would that be so bad?
It would be games. I respect that.
We upgraded the arsenal while you were away.
Well, after you get your
It is not
Steam Deck, it
customary
might
for
not
you
be
to fire
that bad.
cannonballs at visitors.
My apologies. We only installed them a few days ago. My men are still being trained in their use.
Welcome back, Ezio. Ezio! Look, it's Ezio! Let me see!
Buongiorno. It's good to be home.
Two of them.
This place just keeps getting better.
Thanks to you.
But man, I love how Brotherhood literally picks up at the ending of Who. Now talk about a transition. That is a
I heard
transition.
you were returning, but I'm glad to see it with my own eyes.
But
The Contessa of Forley is here to welcome you. I had no idea you were so famous.
Katarina? Here?
Is it finished then? Is the Spaniard truly dead?
Gather the others in Mario's study tonight. I'll explain everything there.
Steel yourself, Ezio. They will have many questions.
could put Linux on it.
Claudia, tell the Contessa I look forward to seeing her this evening.
I wasn't saying it was the best option. I was just saying it was an option. I know Gage really, really did like Linux, though.
I always get stuck with this.
Need some help.
Salve.
So many flowers. Your husband must be very lucky.
I am the lucky one. I have you here to aid me.
Let me see what I can do.
Back there, I may have given you the wrong impression.
Oh?
I have no husband. The flowers are for a party.
Fair.
Am I invited?
To Claudia Auditori's birthday party in the villa. If you are willing to help me again, I need someone with class to accompany me.
What makes you think I have class?
I could tell the moment I saw you. No one in this town walks with such bearing.
Oh my gosh,
I'm certain
Vicky, I
Ezio
love this
Auditore
part
himself
of the
will
Brotherhood
impress.
where you're like helping the woman like
Do you know of
deliver the crate, and she's like,
Claudia
"You
thinks
carry
the world
yourself
of you.
almost like Ezio
Rarely
Auditore
visits her.
himself."
From what I gather,
And Ezio plays along the whole time.
I have been.
oh no. You? The party was intended to be a surprise.
Ezio, like, but I wish that I had
What you
his
do,
swagger.
Keep me quiet.
I am sure I can think of several things.
I'll be waiting to hear them when we get there.
I don't know, she's nice, but I also like Katarina Ford.
Now about earning my silence.
I have something in mind. There is one condition.
I wonder how, I would love a prequel game playing as Ezio's dad. I would really like that. I liked
Pleases
Giovanni.
you. I will not stand in your way.
I'd like a game where, like, I don't know, a young Giovanni, because I picture him being a lot like Ezio. And then we could see a young Mario. I know, I never trusted. And, yeah, that's what I always thought. You think that crate? Do you think that crate that he carried actually carried all of the auditory eco in it? I think it carried Mario's heart, which is why he died so easy. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is an Assassin's Creed Unity. I don't actually have a down, like, parkour down option. Not complaining, but I just forgot.
Buongiorno.
It does require more skill, which just means I press B and hopefully press B again before falling
Do not
to
despair. I will bring it back.
to like grab at another ledge. But I loved the old parkour system. It was basic, but it worked. I agree. I am. I have to.
Here.
Grazie, Ezio. I can no longer keep up with the horses.
What?
Promise me, you will enjoy your good health. Do not spend as much time
Fair.
in battle as your Uncle Mario.
My battles have already been won.
That is good news. Arrivederci, Ezio.
You know, this game was the Assassin's Creed 2 was what got me so fascinated with Italy. Yeah. Every time I started a new game, well, the thing is, every time I tell myself I'm going to play through all the Assassin's Creeds or whatever, I play through Assassin's Creed 2, get bored. Yep. Every time I start out on 2, I always play through 2. Well, almost always. But then after I play through
These are the
2,
new cannons?
Yes, Signor Ezio.
May I try
I'll
one?
get to like where
Yes,
you.
but
I'm trying to remember.
go
The point
on,
that I
tell
usually quit at is like
cannot
whenever
seem to
you're
make it
trying to
work
like
properly, and
start
the
up
fool
the
who
new
mounted
like
is hard to
Brotherhood or
find.
whatever by
And
talking
it
to
is
all
up
the
to me
people and
to
getting
find
them
one.
like you have
We
to
do
go
not
to
want to waste your
Claudia,
time.
you have to go to
It is
the
not any
Thieves
trouble.
Guild, you
I
have
have
to
all the
set
time
them
in the
all
world
up.
now.
I usually get bored somewhere in there. The only reason I get bored though is because, well, it's very, very similar to Assassin's Creed 2. The only real thing is it has, in my opinion, a slightly better UI and the kill streaks. Not that that's a complaint. I love exploring the catacombs.
Salve, Messere. We need you to fix the cannons on the battlements.
Yeah,
Leave me
I
be.
love them.
I do not begin repairs before noon.
Do you know what time it is?
I make cannons, not clocks.
If you are busy, someone else will fix them.
Okay.
Uno momento. No one else will touch my cannons. Soldiers have no respect for artillery. They expect a gun to work like magic. You need to feel her out. Give her a little encouragement. We are only equipped with simple cannons now. But I got hold of a design from France, a hand cannon. Something called a wrought iron murderer. Imagine firing a cannon from your hands. That is the future. What have you done?
We used them.
They were not ready for firing. You could have gotten us all killed. Let me see.
His breath is more fatal than our cannons.
Only when you two fools are shooting them. There, try it. Aim at something to test the alignment. The aiming mechanism is fine. The problem must be behind the cannon. Perfect! At least someone here knows how to shoot. Now, for the other one.
I must go.
Thanks for your help. If you hear the cannons tomorrow, do not worry. We will be practicing at dawn.
Too bad it will not do you any good.
Very funny. Now fix the second cannon.
Same.
Katerina, to what do I owe the pleasure of your presence here?
I desire an allegiance. The Papal armies have resumed their march on Forli. Your mercenaries would be a great asset to my cause.
It is likely that I can give you what you seek. But we will talk later. Mother. Machiavelli. It is done.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I wasn't watching my
As any
back.
of us
Pop your screen
expected.
share back up.
I entered the Vaticano and faced Rodrigo. No! Used the power of the papal staff.
Yeah, they kick and kill him.
Defeated him.
Yeah, I've
Running the
seen that.
staff and the apple, I gained access to the vault. There, a moving painting of the goddess Minerva spoke. She told of a terrible tragedy to befall mankind in the future, but gave hope of lost temples that will provide aid to humanity. And then she called out to a phantom, Desmond, as if he were there, standing beside me. After her warning, she vanished.
Amazing.
I cannot
I
imagine
mean,
such
an easy way to tell is just to point a
The
gun
vault
at him.
did not house the terrible weapon we feared. This is good news.
What of this goddess, this Minerva? Did she appear human?
Yes, but her words proved otherwise. All of her kind died many years ago. I wish I could show you the magic she performed.
Who is Desmond, and where are these temples Minerva spoke of?
I do not know.
Perhaps we must search for them.
Tell me how it ended with Borgia. Did Rodrigo beg forgiveness? Make excuses? Promise power in return?
No, none of those things.
Interesting. I'm surprised he remained so composed.
I let him leave.
The Spaniard lives! Once our enemies are dead, we can speak of vaults and gods and ancient places. You should have killed him. We're sure to suffer for it.
I am not here to debate the past. Together, we should discuss the future.
No. I am leaving immediately for Rome.
Ezio, I do not know why you spared him, but I trust your judgment. Machiavelli will come around.
Welcome home. Ready to go again?
You don't need to ask.
One should always have the freedom to choose. Shh. What's that?
Probably just training exercises.
I have to find Mario and rally the troops.
My men are in the courtyard. I aim to lead them around back and flank our attackers.
Stay out of sight.
It's the Borgia!
How did we not see this?
They must have massed to the east during the night. We need to hold them off until the townspeople have escaped.
I will take care of it.
Use the cannons above the rampart. I intend to lead a frontal assault.
Do you have it?
I am keeping it safe. The Borgia must not be allowed to breach the walls until everyone is safely away. Insieme per la vittoria.
Insieme. Uncle, be careful.
I will.
Load the cannon.
Destroy their cannons, signore!
Probably after. If you do it before, it's important to the cookie down. It always numbs my whole mouth. Gets on the tongue. Of course I do. I don't know anyone who does that though, personally. I don't know anyone who can hold their. I don't know anyone who can hold it in place. I've never heard of anyone who could hold it in place. Yeah. Yeah, but it's still, it always gets all around my mouth regardless. I spit it out before it still gets up my tongue. Bottle.
Some townspeople still haven't escaped. Keep going! All the townspeople are outside the walls! You have saved them! Wait! Soldiers are climbing the walls! Signore!
I did.
Bring out the cannon! You must stop
I
them!
love that. It was one of my favorite parts of the whole game.
Go! I will carry on here!
Gotcha. I forgot how smooth Assassin's Creed Brotherhood feels. I heard at the AMD.
I know you're there, Ezio!
It's not running.
The Pope told me about you and your little group of assassins. Andres!
Man,
Give me the gun, his friend rushing for us.
I always felt so bad for how Ezio tried so hard to like move on from the events at the beginning of 2, but he gets sucked right back into it at the beginning of Brotherhood.
An invitation from my family!
I thought it was good he didn't forgive the Pope, but like he finally just realized like, I'm not going to let it rule my life anymore. As soon as he does that, Pope sends his son to kill his uncle. It always made me feel so sad about what happened, like Ezio at the end of the game compared to the beginning. Because at the beginning of Brotherhood, he's so hopeful. And at the ending, he's just like, I thought I was better than this, but I'm not. I'm going to kill you.
Stand with me.
That's not good.
Go. Nothing gets through.
Nah. I do love glass bottles.
Get inside the sanctuary.
Follow me!
Come on, Claudia. I will save you. Oh, Cloud.
I will hold them back. Stop! Wait for us!
We thought you had been killed, Sir Ezio.
Not yet.
Where does this passage lead?
To the north, outside the walls.
I am surprised it exists. Let me through. I must go help the troops.
Hurry, Ezio!
Where's Mother? Is she all right?
I am here, Ezio.
Grazie a Dio.
We could not leave without you.
The way out will be dangerous. Protect our mother.
Where is Mario?
I thought he would be waiting for us.
The Borgia infantry are circling the town!
Mario is dead. You must leave this place. Take Mother to Firenze. Get me a horse!
You are not coming with us. Where are you riding?
To Roma!
Go, my son. Destroy them. But remember for whom we assassins fight.
Man, Ezio's mom, like, she could have been such a fleshed out character. But instead, they just basically said that she was mute after her son died. Sons. Oh, my son. Destroy them.
Lucy, I can't seem to get a position on Ezio's POE.
Come in.
POE?
Hey, Dad.
Could one of you tell me what's going on?
Sorry,
It
there's
doesn't.
a
You're
piece
right.
of
It does
Eden.
not have
In the
86.
Vatican, Minerva talked about
But
other
that's
temples,
in
that they're the key to
It does have
preventing
a
whatever
sport
terrible
mode?
thing
Yeah,
is
it's on
about
the
to
gear
happen to
shift
the
on
Earth.
the back.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got a place on the where the heater controls are for left and right for that, but they said even the base model had it, so I don't know why it don't have it. That
To
YouTube
find the
video,
temples,
you-
I'm convinced we need to
the
get our
2020
hands on
years,
Ezio's
the year
Apple
they
of Eden.
changed the
Minerva altered it somehow when
design
she
of it.
touched it.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's cool.
we're at the
I love
Auditory
you. Thank you
Village.
for everything today.
Yes,
No
it's our
problem,
last
Dad. I'm
safe
glad
house
you
in
like
Italy.
it.
It turns out the
Well,
Templars are watching
your
an
car?
order.
What's their
Ezio
car?
hid the
It's
POE
alright,
sometime
I'll
in
take it.
1507, but when I try to access that DNA sequence,
Love you, Dad.
he seems to be remembering something else.
I'm back.
Like a memory inside a memory?
Yes, exactly. Maybe.
Exactly, maybe.
I believe you experienced something similar back at Abstergo, didn't you?
Subject 15 exhibited memory within memory-like patterns, but she was pregnant. The memories of both the fetus's father and mother were competing.
Desmond's not pregnant, at least as far as I can tell. Might just have had a big lunch.
Can you skip ahead to a later memory?
No, it doesn't work.
Well, that sounds familiar. We couldn't access Altair's later memories until Desmond had improved his synchronization.
Then it's possible something similar's occurred here. Ezio's troubled state is being transposed onto Desmond, destabilizing the memory. Either that, or Rebecca's just not a very good engineer.
Thanks, asshole.
What? I'm simply listing possible explanations. And that is amongst the most likely. Touchy.
This place isn't secure. Cell phone surveillance can see right through the walls.
Don't you mean satellite surveillance?
Are you kidding? Abstergo upgraded to cell towers ages ago. The waves go through everything above ground. They're gonna find us.
No, they aren't. Come with me.
I thought it was so cool to be able to go to what's left of the villa in the modern day.
There's a beam blocking it from the inside. We're not getting in this way.
What's your next move?
The road just loops back into the highway. This is not a good place for us to be right now.
Do we have any tarps? We need to cover up the van.
I really hate to stress this, yeah, but we are running out of time.
Well, help us then, Sean. Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe there's another way into the sanctuary.
Hey, I think I've got something. Follow me.
Desmond, that was pretty awesome.
Man, I was so sad that Lucy turned out to be a traitor.
Get in through here.
Good job.
We'll just wait up here then, shall we? Yeah, all alone with massive targets painted on our backs.
Why won't this turn on?
It's great to be out of the Animus.
This isn't exactly my idea of a good time.
Well, let me guess. You're more the in-bed at 6 type.
What? Desmond? I know how to have fun.
Oh, that's very convincing. Yeah, I'm convinced.
Okay, okay. After we save the world, I'll show you.
Wait, can I get that in writing?
We have light.
Prepare.
What was that?
I don't see anything.
Run! Get out before I soldati catch you! Correte! Go!
They escaped through here.
What?
Ezio and the villagers. After the attack, I can see them now.
I know it's difficult, but try to compartmentalize, Desmond. Focus on the present.
What if I can't stop the visions? How long before I start painting symbols on the walls?
Don't joke about that. 16 is dead. We're focusing on the present, okay?
Great, it's stuck.
I can get under there.
Ready? Any chance you can lift that gate?
Not unless you want me to end up like that skeleton.
I'll find a way around.
Oh yeah, Mick. I don't know about you, but it made me really sad that Lucy was a traitor.
Watch out for bats.
Where?
I meant in case you see
Really?
it.
I never saw it
Remind me
coming.
not to make you a lookout.
She did nothing to, like, earn my suspicions.
Desmond,
More ghosts.
I'm here, okay?
What did she do to earn your suspicions?
Did anything call on you?
No. Is Mother all right?
Desmond, we can't climb this.
She is a double
How
agent.
about you give me a boost?
That's a bad idea.
I could throw you into the air and you grab the ledge.
Even worse.
Follow me. How about this?
Well, see,
What are you going to...
I don't. Now, I could just be remembering this wrong, but
Nice job.
I always, whenever they killed her or whatever, I felt like she had no intention of betraying them at that time.
Luckily, the beams still hold our weight.
Whenever Minerva had Desmond kill her, I didn't believe that she had any intention of betraying them at that time.
Ouch.
However, I always thought that Minerva saw that she'd get put in a situation, and when she was put in said situation, she'd just get rid of all of them. But I really didn't want to believe she had went into this thinking she was going to do that. I just wanted to think it was maybe by chance.
You know, when I came here last...
When Ezio came here.
Yeah, I meant Ezio.
I shouldn't put you through all this. It's not right.
Hey, all joking aside, I'm having a
I
time.
thought Sean was more likely to be a traitor.
Just focus on where you're going, okay?
Mostly, but that also might be due to the bias of I thought he was a fucking dick. He got better in the other games, though, after Desmond died.
If I pull all the
Unfortunately.
levers, then what would be left?
I remember there was one Easter egg in Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Ready?
And there was a mission you play through, and there was a dog, and this British woman owned a dog, and his name was Desmond. Anyways, and you could actually look at the report they did over the dog Desmond. They actually gave it its own point of interest or whatever, for some reason.
Something's open.
Anyways, all it said is that normally Sean does the biographical information. However, I have to take over because the dog's name really hurt Sean. He locked himself in the back room. We haven't seen him, and all of the alcohol is gone. I think I hear him crying. And I don't know why that shouldn't have made me laugh, but I thought that was so funny.
I've got this one.
There's another lever up ahead. Come over here.
man, it's freezing!
Stop whining.
It's easy for you to say. You aren't swimming in medieval toxic waste. Ugh. I smell terrible.
You're exaggerating.
Remember, this is the time of your life.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed Assassin's Creed 3's combat, not as much as like 1 through Revelations, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Assassin's Creed combat up until Origins.
Ready?
Go for it.
I think it progressively, I won't say got worse, it did change a lot.
Okay, release it.
How come you don't have to get wet?
Because you're here.
Charming.
Aren't I?
I've got you.
Thanks.
Ezio! We're on the other side! Hurry!
Cazzo! Salvi!
Great, the bridge is out. We can't jump this.
I think the biggest problem with 3 is like just because colonial America was like still building a lot of like cities and stuff, there wasn't a lot of building parkour because the buildings were either not that tall or just too far away. The tree parkour was good, but that's just assuming that you're in the woods and you're not in the woods for the majority of the game.
Oh, you go on ahead. I'll just stay here to die in the dark with the
I
bats.
thought it was linear, but the animations were so smooth that I got over it.
Jump across.
Nice work.
The bats would be disappointed.
For now.
I never got lost in it, but I always used like waypoints.
I have found an entrance.
You played yourself. Believe it or not, that happened to me on some part of Arkham Asylum. Like, whenever I was a kid, one of the easiest segments to me now, but whenever I was a kid, it'd take me forever to just find out where to go whenever, like, after Harley Quinn dropped the elevator. I always got lost in, like, the elevator shafts. Only reason I remember is I fucking struggled with it as a kid.
Got it.
I'd recommend Asylum as like, if you've not played for a while, do Asylum simply because you will probably do better at it if you haven't played for a little while. Yeah, but like, I'm saying like, I jumped from like immediately from like Night to Asylum, and it was a pretty rough transition. Because Asylum's like counters are weird, at least to me.
Thanks. It's a start.
They're a lot slower. The combat's so much slower feeling in Asylum than in like Night. When I think that it threw me off on my timings. Practice. That's how I started doing it, was practice. It does. It's hard to explain. It's like one day I just woke up and could do it. You just, whenever you figure it out, you figure it out. It clicks, it clicks.
Thanks. We make a good team.
Okay.
Believe it or not, Mick, that's not how I practiced it. My whole point was the opposite. It was don't get hit.
Come on, Desmond, let's go.
But I will say this, for a long time I wasn't a combo person. I was a person who just avoided damage. And I was more than willing to lose a combo than risk taking damage. Well, yeah, but the thing is, if you, like, don't hit someone for a while, then your combo goes away. And I would, like, when I was younger, I pretty much defeated enemies with only counterattacks. I did not use X, I did not use square a lot. I mostly countered. I barely used the attack button when I was younger. When I was younger, I barely used the attack button. But my whole goal was, whenever I was younger, I didn't care about combos. I just didn't want to get hit. And eventually, not getting hit and making good combos work together.
Desmond!
Right. Let's open that door.
I loved, like... This is going to sound bad. I loved how, like, brutal the counters were compared to the basic attacks. Because, like, the basic attacks were, like, punches, kicks, whatever, flips, whatever. The counters break their arm.
There's something here.
Can you open the damn bookcase, Desmond?
You guys did it.
About bloody time. What's that?
Looks like something Ezio left behind. There are numbers underneath it. 1419, 1420, and 1421.
Maybe you should lie down for a bit.
No, it's all right. I'm fine.
Whoa, they really built this place to last. No
I
signs of
never
structural
got
damage,
that point
no
of it. I kind of
self-signaling.
just, like,
Should be safe
naturally
to set up. Let's get the
progressed
enemies
into
down
being
there.
more aggressive than I am with countering. Like, I do more basic attacks now than I would, say, counters. Yep.
Okay, everything's
Which
good.
a problem
Sean,
with
hide the van and
Asylum with playing
Make sure
like that,
you
at
won't
least
follow.
for me, is since Asylum's animations are so much slower, it throws off my timing.
They smell like you swam through a sewer.
It was Lucy's
Yeah, and
idea.
you miss your combo
Wait a second,
so
guys,
many
we have
times
power
because he
down
won't
there.
roll across the
There's a line
screen.
running nearby I can hook into, but the wattage is weak.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Anything else you two would like? You know, some caviar, perhaps? Maybe you'd like me to knit you a lovely hat? No? Fine, follow me.
Did Asylum have cape stun? I want to say it did too, but I don't remember ever using it. It might have worked different, but I don't ever remember using it. I mean, recently I went back to it, and I could have sworn I pressed circle and just nothing happened.
Right, look around Monteriggioni for circuit boxes. Rebecca's little doodahs, they'll reroute small amounts of electricity to the power line underneath the villa. Don't ask me how they work. If I understood that, I wouldn't be the fella hiding the van.